I thought this would be a good time to do another journal entry for March 31st, 2026. So I'm sitting here in my house in my little cozy fireplace room. You can see there's my cat in the window and the fireplace. So that's where I'm sitting. So what I was thinking about kind of today is what a filtered world we live in. You know, nothing that you see on TV or social media or the internet is real. You know, so much of it is designed to make you unhappy with what you have and make you want more. And I have always just wanted to be completely authentic, completely real. So I thought today I would talk about my house, where I live, kind of a half joke, half reality that I've always said was when we were getting company, I would say, quick, we need to clean the house because I don't want people to see how we really live. Um, so I would always tidy up before people come, but I have not tidied up much today. There's, you kind of get to see how I really live. I am a pretty tidy person for the most part. There are like sections of my house that are cluttery. I happen to live with people who like to collect things and are more cluttery. So I have to, I guess I could say, alter my expectations. It's not all about me. It's about sharing a home with other people. So I, of course, in my struggle with PTSD in the last few years, I've discovered that keeping my space clean and as clutter-free as possible really reduces my anxiety and my stress level. It kind of makes me feel more comfortable in my space. So, truth be told, I have always struggled with where I live, with my home. I moved here in 2012 when I married Dan. I had just been through my second divorce and my second abusive marriage, so I guess I packed a lot of baggage with me, and I was moving into a house that he had shared with his ex-wife prior to his divorce. It's where he raised his children. So I was moving into a house that was my husband's and my stepchildren's house. So I tried to be really careful not to change a lot of things. I was acutely aware of the fact that it was their house and it was not my house. Change as little as I could, other than painting a few walls and moved in some of the furniture that was mine, and setting up bedrooms for my girls. But I always felt like it was not my house. It was my husband's house and it was his children's house. And I think the part that bothered me the most about it was that the house was a reminder that he had started a dream and started to live a dream with somebody else, and that somebody was not me. And given my past, it just made me feel very insignificant, I guess, and just very much aware of the fact that it was not my house. So I struggled making this feel like my home. In the meantime, in the last 14 years, we've raised kids, we've paid off all of our debt, and our plan had been to remodel the house as we had money to do so, and kind of pay as we go, not take out loans, that kind of thing. So we raised kids, paid off debts, went through some crisis with our parents. We had both of us lost a mother. We've cared for a disabled family member in our home. Um, just kind of had some challenges along the way. And about 4 years ago, I guess we really started settling into doing some remodeling in the house. Little by little, started feeling like it was my home too. And kind of as I started healing from my PTSD, slow process, I was able to kind of start to feel at home here. I tore up all the old carpet, the old linoleum. I painted walls, finished some ceilings that weren't finished. This house, what it is was a double wide modular home that when my husband put it here, he left it spread apart, and he built a third section all the way down the middle. So the third section was pretty much unfinished. So little by little, been finishing that, and just doing some things to make it feel more like home. And it's been good for me to do some mental healing. But anyway, I thought that today I will show you my my home, and the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful stuff too. So I'm going to start. Of course, this is our sitting area by the, oh, this is really cute. That is my teenager's room. She's got the bling going on. This is our fireplace room. We're going to be replacing the stove, the hearth, and doing some rock all the way around the stove eventually. Of course, we had new windows put in. They're not trimmed out yet. We have a cat. Actually, we have two house cats. So we have Hair. We also have a dog who is a stock dog. So she's inside, outside. We got a lot of dirt going on in here. We have a rock collector who likes to display his rocks around. So yeah, so we have pets and we have Hair. This is the real us, and I'm sure that a lot of people would identify with this. I buy these by the case to keep up with the hair in the spring. So I have, here's our entryway. I paneled this myself. I put the tongue and groove in here. I found an old board for shelf, coat hooks, lots of coat hooks, lots of boots and shoes. This side is not completely finished, but we have a door. And I have got to say that there was something about putting in a brand new door made me feel like like it was my home, like it was my house. There's something in my brain when I walked through a brand new door. It was my door into my home. I don't know. It helped my brain. Turn my camera around. So this is my husband's hat spot. This is his catch-all when he walks in the house. Since we do have cats, we have these little pokey mats to keep them off of stuff. So when I pulled out the carpet and the linoleum, I painted the floor and stenciled it because we're not quite ready to put down flooring because we have some walls that need moved first, like these little funky glass things that I'm sure were really classy in the 80s, but they're not so classy anymore, so they're going to come out. So this is the ceiling that I had refinished. This is my living room. More pet space over here. This is Heather. She likes to lounge all day long. Pictures, my dad's old snowshoes. I found this old radio in one of our sheds here on the ranch, and thought it would just be cute. It was really dirty, but I blew all the dirt off, cleaned it up, put it in, and I think it just works perfect. This is the old treadle sewing machine that I had when I lived off the grid. And we have really classy furniture here, and I don't know if anybody has furniture like this, but the levers that pull out the footrest, the cable broke, so you have to like get on your hands and knees to pull that one out, and the one for the side of the recliner of the sofa recliner. So I think that those are just super classy, and yeah, need to be replaced. But okay, so here is kind of a little sitting, and I don't know what this is. It's my plant room, just kind of a neat little transition space to our new patio door. We don't have the deck in yet because we're thinking we might build a sunroom out there. So that would be fun. This is the kitchen. Kitchen cabinetry is slated to be completely replaced. We're going to do some total remodel, but you know, everything takes its time. So 2 or 3 years down the road, I don't know. But this is our island, and I actually really am pleased with the island because last fall a neighbor had this big tabletop, this slab that he'd used as a desk, and he didn't need it anymore, so he gave it to my husband and I, and we thought, what a great top for an island. So we took the old island that was here. We ended up turning it the other direction. I bought new doors and new drawer fronts and put on there, and I faced it in the tongue and groove that's the same as in the entryway. So we have a brand new island. And our kitchen table is going to be replaced soon because my husband and I would like to put in a great big table that would hold like 14 people, because we want to have people into our home. We want them to be welcome, and we want to have room for everybody to sit and share family style meals. We have a lot of grandkids and stuff. So that's what we want to do there. My husband braids tow ropes, ends on tow ropes. So those are ropes that he's working on. That's why we've got ropes there. But I have really tried to be minimalistic in what I have on my walls. I used to think that I had to have every family photo that was ever taken on my wall. I had to keep every little knickknack that anybody had ever given me. But I just found out that that is not true, and it actually makes my it's one of those calming things also, is to have less stimulus slapping me in the face every time I walk in the house. So that has helped there. I'm going to show, this is a coffee bar that we built, or that we, it was an old hutch, a china cabinet. We raised the top. It's not finished yet, but we've turned it into a coffee bar. The significance of the hutch is that it had been a china cabinet that belonged to my husband's brother away in 2010, so it's kind of a sentimental piece. But that's kind of a quick rundown of my house, although I do want to show you this room real quick. And like I said, it's not clean, but this is the home of Francine. Francine, the long arm machine. This is where I do my quilting. And so this is my space. It's kind of fun. I've got a Glowforge laser. There's this laser, which there's a story behind it. I think it's going to be sold. It's never been used because my life changed a couple of years ago, and I didn't end up starting or running the business that I had been using it for. So I've got that, and then in this room is a spare bedroom slash sewing machine and closet for all of my teenagers' dresses. But it's kind of messy, kind of, trying to do some decluttering, but you can't declutter sewing stuff because, I don't know, if you sew, you know what I'm talking about. You don't declutter the sewing stuff. Um, but that's my little quick tour of my house. Oh, I was going to say something else. Now I don't remember what it was. But anyway, I thought I'd be real, show you the good, the bad, the ugly of my house. But like I said, I've really been trying to declutter. I have been going through things, and I guess kind of the the philosophy as if you pick the item up, you hold it, and you think about what memories or thoughts do you have when you hold this item? Are they good, pleasant? Got to consider, is it something useful? How long has it been since you used it? So I've been doing that. I have a packed closet of my stuff and my husband's stuff. So I've been going through, but of course, trying to always be mindful of his feelings when I'm decluttering, because the decluttering does not have the same, it doesn't mean the same to him as it does to me. So it's all, trying to share your home with other people that you love and care about and take into account their feelings along the way. But anyway, that is my honest journal entry for today. And we'll see you another week or so if I do another one.